Good day to you. We are from Group 65 and our topic is Mexico City Metro Overpass Collapse. Let's proceed with the introduction. On 3rd May 2021, part of the Line 12 of the Mexico City Metro collapsed near the Overpass station. It caused 26 deaths and 79 injuries. Line 12, also called the Golden Line, opened in 2012 but had problems from the start. The 2017 earthquake made things worse. This strategy shows why it is so important for engineers to follow the safety rule and take responsibility for their work. Line 12 was built by Amir, and Asfan. It cost about 1.7 billion, which was 400 million over budget. Soon after it opened, problems like shaking and trade issues were reported. After the 2017 earthquake, damage was not fully fixed. The accident happened between column 12 and 13, when a support being brought under a moving train. Investigation revealed critical design and construction failure, such as missing shift start, poor welding, and lack of structural redundancy. The impact was serious. Besides human loss, the metro line was shut down, and the bus were used instead. This event shows serious mistake and a failure to act on safety warning.
Hello, my name is Nathan and I'll be discussing the technical issues. The first issue was when significant changes were made, making the design carry heavier trains on an elevated track, but the calculations for this were not done. This resulted in vibration, subsidence, and wear. Furthermore, the design also deviated from industry standards. Also, the train wheels were incompatible with the rails and the lubrication system was bad, which caused wear. Next, there was a lack of supervision during construction. As you can see in the pictures, the welding quality was bad and bolts were poorly installed, so the structural frame failed. There was also a lack of inspection and maintenance. Investigations showed that there were no records of maintenance for 7 years, so the poor installation and system damages were unnoticed. Relating this case to the Registration of Engineers Act, the engineers involved have violated 3 main clauses. Number 1, Clause 7A1, which state that engineers should not practice outside of their branch. This was violated because the system was built by a group with no prior experience. Number 2, Clause 24B in the Code of Conduct, which state that engineers must prioritize public safety and welfare. This was violated because the design did not follow standards, was not analyzed properly, and existing damages were ignored. Number 3, Clause 24A, which state that engineers must carry out their duties properly. Here, there was lack of supervision, inspection, and maintenance work. Now we will discuss the ethical issues of this accident.
Hello, my name is Khairul. Today I will be present about an ethical issue. Ethical violations play a major role. These include negligence in design and construction, such as poor welding and weak connection, showing a disregard for public safety. There was also failure in maintenance, especially after the 2017 earthquake, when visible damage was ignored. Engineers are ethically bound to act on such risks, but here warning signs were dismissed. Moreover, internal reports were allegedly ignored, and political interference and conflict of interest influenced decision-making that compromising professional integrity. If this happened under the Malaysian Engineering Act 1967, it will breach multiple clauses, including Section 50C and Regulation 23. This case reminds us that ethical practice is not optional, it is duty that protects life. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Amir and I will be presenting about the recommendation. So, to avoid similar failures, we recommend 4 key actions. First, critical design, especially in seismic areas where it should undergo independent structural review. Second, quality control must be enforced through certified inspections like NDT to catch issues such as the weld defects. Third, regular maintenance and post-earthquake inspection must be mandatory with clear responsibilities assigned. And finally, strong governance is essential as roles should be well defined and independent audits must be conducted to ensure safety and accountability. So, in conclusion, the Mexico City Metro tragedy highlights the serious consequences of engineering negligence. In Malaysia, the Engineers Act 1967, particularly Section 7 and 24, it ensures that only qualified engineers are accountable for public safety. Our Code of Conduct reminds us that the structural safety goes beyond design and it is a moral responsibility involving continuous care. If the principle of EA 1967 were followed, such as collapse might have been avoided. As future engineers, we must uphold these standards to protect life.